Apologies for that, ladies and gentlemen. We are back. Technical difficulties on our side, but we're back. We're back. 2-0 to Graham Fobby at the moment. If you missed the action, but Graham Fobby has been He started running from the blocks. Oh, it's 2-0. 92 average at the moment. 95 required. Jeez. What have you guys missed?
Graham Fobby looking like the old Graham Fobby, the Graham Fobby that went to the World Cup.
Yeah.
He's got new darts, a new mindset, understands what he needs to do, and he's literally doing it, stepping up. Before he was in his last 16 match against Thailand, he was 4-3 behind and came the victor out of that one. And Xander Fuddle, definitely a dark horse in this tournament, and seemingly was a Protea player. Stepped away from the game, came back, competed in the ACTs, and really finding some form. But Graham Fobby definitely dominating this game so far and not giving Xander any chance. It's 3-0 now. But the one thing that we saw whilst we were having the connection issues is Graham Fobby's first start is one of his strong points.
Yeah.
And we've seen it time and time again, just his consistency. And in the beginning, I mean, just setting off the game with the 180, which was phenomenal.
I could see based on his start that this was going to be a good one for Graham Fobby. I can see just his first and second dart. It's flowing. There seems to be a rhythm in his play. He's just shining at the moment. And yeah, this is the Graham Fobby we haven't seen in years. And it's the Graham Fobby we've been wanting to see for years. So it's great.
I think if it's good to mention that equipment can have an almost positive effect if you become comfortable. He's designed this dart to his specification, exactly what he wanted. Is as a player, you're always having to buy someone else's dart, and he's now bit the bullet, made a dart that he's comfortable with, and surely the confidence you can see just by the way he's playing. Mentality, just everything just looks good with Graham Fobby. He's comfortable. But Xander Fuddle is surely, I mean, being 3-0 down, I wouldn't write him off because he's one of those players that can actually turn a game around in an instant. He's one of those strong players in a great youth. Got to the last man standing finals as well at the Grand West.
Against Dion Oliver, I remember that.
So you look at that and you just know that he's a player with pedigree.
Yeah.
So never write him off though.
Yeah, we've seen some exceptional young talent here in the shape of Xander Fuddle, but experience coming to the forefront here. Graham Fobby showing his class at the moment. Xander still having the lead here. Ooh, just that small moments there. Just needing to step back and just find the big number and get yourself on a finish. Even though Graham Fobby's on 207, I'd wanna just slow things down, get the leg on the board, and just get going from there, you know.
There we see
Fobby flying the pressure there.
But Xander Fuddle now 3 darts in hand, 36 to get the first game on the board. A slight little pull, 2 darts on 32. It's a big dart there. Big dart, and he gets it.
Brilliant.
You can see, and that's a big breaker throw as well. Puts him back in the game. And it's a magical moment for him because knowing that he won the bull and he's 3-1 behind, this is an opportunity for him to find his rhythm again. He played really well there.
Graham Fobby's doing a switch there to 18s and scoring 92. That's brilliant switch here from Graham Fobby. Look at the throw there of Xander Fuddle. I like the action. I like the motion. It's not the orthodox throw. I don't see too many players standing like at that angle, but it's brilliant to see. He doesn't pull back the dot too far, just to the eyebrow area.
The solid part of Zandel's throw is the height on his elbow.
Yeah.
He's so consistent on that, and just his timing of release is the difference between the hitting the treble or the target. But it's just such a free throw. Such an important thing not to have that elbow locked in, because that's where you create a later release. And Fobby there just throwing everything at it. You see he's got like a timing where he lifts his elbow slightly up, and if that timing's on point, he does not miss the trebles.
Fobby's looking as though he's throwing from the tricep area, and then Zander's looking more as though he's throwing from the forearm area and like the shoulder, because he's standing at the angle. So that's my view on things at the moment. But it's good to see the differences there.
It's the beauty of darts, though. There's no one proper way, not one straight way. You just have to be accurate at what you do.
Yeah, just find what works for you.
Big miss there from Fobby. Scored 8 so far, and now needs to find a treble, but definitely giving Zander an opportunity. It's not the best opportunity.
That's a big ask. 167. But he can apply some pressure. I think Fobby's struggling a bit with his eyesight. I could see he was asking the marker, Giovanni, there. Just for some assistance in terms of what the score was. But based on the way he's scoring, you wouldn't say he has problems with his sight. Unlucky there, Zander.
Both players missing the trebles that they're going for, which is giving them awkward shots. And now Zander setting up on a straight 80. It's Fobby needing to find a 14.
Yeah, he's going to look for tops.
He does like tops, though. He does 36 favorite, but tops is one of those things. And
that's a wayward last start there from Fobby. He rushed it a bit, I think. 2 darts at double here.
Zander missing out there on a great opportunity to just find himself back 3-2, but now Fobby needs to almost navigate. A lot of players go for 36 as the favorite, considering that it doesn't have the greatest split, though.
Yeah, personally, I don't prefer double 18. I would have gone 19 for double 10, because I like double 10. I like double 10.
It's probably a similar scenario, but 7-32 would be probably the best. This is a big dart. Very big dart, but simply rushed. Both players would not want to watch this leg over.
No, definitely not. We've seen a great start at the beginning, but the doubling is being a problem at the moment. And it's definitely affecting the averages for both players.
Fobby now splitting. 2 double 4s incoming. He's next to double 36.
Brilliant last start there.
Finds it. Like, it's a favored side for Fobby, but it's now 4-1. 2 more legs to get him into the semifinals. On the other boards, we got Charles Losper versus Cameron Caris and Stefan Vermaak versus Dean O'Dear. And Damian Stephens versus Vernon Bowers. It's quarter 4, and it's a really, really strong lineup today. It's a very young lineup as well, if you look at the players in the back to the action. Zander Fuddle needs to find his scoring rhythm and definitely put Fobby under some pressure. We've seen early on today Fobby slipped up on the leg before, but still had the opportunity.
Yeah.
But now, I mean, legs like that can just offer you a reset opportunity, and Fobby started here with just treble visits. Treble, the thing with Fobby is he's got the experience. You mentioned it earlier. The experience is what counts, and just knowing when you're playing bad and still winning legs, I mean, that's such a big thing. Zander's pace picked up as well, so that just throws him off slightly a bit more. So Fobby on a bogey, but Zander nowhere near, and definitely just needs to find a sit-up shot and try and close the door on this game, because he's got a strong hold.
Yeah, and Graham Fobby looking to break the throw here and take a 5-1 lead. There's already a 3-leg difference at the moment. 124 to take a 5-1 lead. Can close out the 15 darter should he take this out.
Got 6 darts from here as well, because Zander not on a finish, so the 124 wouldn't have to go if it doesn't need to. This is some board management needed there.
Great last start.
Finds it 92 scored. With 32 left. Zander under some pressure. Needs 2 trebles here to leave him on 50. He's got the one though. It definitely puts a little seed to just let Fobby know that he's in. But Fobby looks like in a determined mood today. Fobby missing a massive opportunity to just put Zander in a chokehold, but 90, is it a 20-20 approach? Yes, simple.
Seems that way.
It's 5-5 now. Zander stealing it, and that's what we were saying early on, the same with Grant's game as well as Cami. Just players are leaving simple opportunities, 3-dot, missing those opportunities, and then the opponents coming out and taking out last darters, and that can hurt you. That can hurt confidence. That can just hurt momentum, and it can have repercussions down the line as well.
Yeah, no, definitely. And the setup play is very important. Your scoring can be brilliant. You just need to focus when it comes to setup play and what's comfortable for you. So if you know what your favorite double is, you just make sure you try your best to set that up.
But Fobby did leave himself on 32, and his favorite is 36. So the split there, the board management is what was so important on that shot, which he didn't manage correctly. So that he knew that he had 32 left. So it's tough. It is a challenge, because he had 124 left. So obviously options needed to be thought out on that side. But now Zander looking and feeling confident as well. The game is not over. I think if it was at 5-1, I'd almost go, it's going to be a tough ask. Fobby's going to need to make a lot of mistakes for Zander to come in. But 4-2, I mean, Fobby's not finding it.
I definitely think I'm exactly where you're at. I feel like 5-1 would have been a big ask for Zander, but he's definitely in this game now. Because Graham Fobby struggling a bit with scoring now, not finding any trebles. And just when I say that, he scores 80.
Just slightly fighting with himself a bit, and slight challenge, yeah.
Okay, and we're watching that. We're gonna have a look at the other boards on the stream.
Cameron Carolison leading at the moment, leading Charlie 5-2 in a first to 6. It could be an exit for Charlie, and Cameron just booking himself a first semi-final spot. Vernon Powers also looking strong with a 4-1 lead here currently. So is Stefan. The young lineup is certainly showing some great class, and looking to have a really good semi-final lineup so far. Players are dominating. It's the likes of Vernon, Stefan from Mark, Cameron Carolus, and then it's the one thing that I am seeing is the age now is changed. There's a lot of more younger top players coming through, which is great for ADG, great for Africa, and it means that it's just a big inspiration to younger players coming through.
Yeah, no, definitely. And we look at one of our Devon Peterson Academy players, Tyler Shears, yesterday. playing brilliant darts all day. He was unlucky losing out 6-5 to Dion Oliver in the round of 32 yesterday. But brilliant darts all around. You've seen 70 plus averages, 80 plus averages from a young man. He's still on high school, so it's brilliant stuff to see.
Bright future. Real bright future is Thailand. Cheers.
Back to the action here, folks, on stream. 5-2 lead for Graham Folvey. He closes out a 22 darter. Closes out double 8.
Many a times when you find yourself in a 5-2, you know that you need to get it to 5-all. Just get yourself to 5-all, and this is where,
Yeah.
when I'm playing in the PDC, or when you're at your peak of your performance and you find yourself in this rate, you know that you can't make any mistakes, but you have to keep it as simple as possible. So you're fighting two demons literally, because the one is I can't make a mistake, and the one is I have to be as good as I possibly can be.
Yeah.
So you have to find a middle ground. And Zander, starting on a 58 with your throw is a tough ask, and I feel as though it's going to be Graham Folby to the line. Yeah.
In this type of situation, what would you prefer? Having the throw or not having the throw? What makes you more comfortable in this situation? Being the chasing or
having the throw is important, simply because, especially when you need to get a momentum, the momentum. So to get to the fifth leg, so making it 5-all. So you'll have two opportunities if you keep your throws at least, and you have to just break them once, and then to win you have to obviously break again. But the key is to get to 5-all, because not all players can play a 5-all. So, but Fulv is one of those players that will punish you.
Yeah, and we've seen that with Carlison earlier. We saw that final leg, the big moments.
The game is played in 3 sections. It's the start, it's the middle, and the end.
Yeah.
The toughest bit is the middle, because that's where you kind of determine, you have to have a plan of attack, because at the end it's swing for the fence.
Yeah.
And in the beginning you just want to settle, and we've seen different games at different times. Fulby got out the blocks great, the middle part wasn't fantastic, and now the back end is looking like he's finding his feet again, which is great, because he'll need it for the semifinals.
Yeah. And at the moment it's looking very good for Fulby, as he's on a 120 after 12 darts. He can close out a 15 dart a year. If he can keep straight and find a treble, get that favorite double. He's looking for double tops, and he hits it. 15 darter called, 15 darter hit. Graham Fulby, 6-2 winner in our first quarterfinal here on stream number 1. Congrats there to Graham Fulby. 81 average for the match. Brilliant stuff from Graham Fulby there. We will be back shortly, folks. Those
thrown onto me, obviously being the World Cup 2010, and then obviously the song being a massive song for the World Cup. And I think in the words of the song as well, it speaks a lot about my nature and character and being an African warrior, not just a fighter, but carrying the people, carrying the continent on my shoulders as the only African player to be in the World Championship as well as on the Pro Tour as a PDC professional player. So yeah, I think the song just encompasses or just keeps everything that is about Africa and represents different pieces. I think it was an opening match. It was a prelim match against Norman Madu. It was the first time I came over. The walk-on is something that what we see all the time, and you see all the crazy fans like they're trying to get at you and just get a piece of you, and just experiencing that. I mean, that you're quite nervous before you start the walk-on, and then all that love that you get from the crowd itself. I mean, that just gets you into the zone, and then you feel like, okay, cool, I'm part of the family.
Now we've taken out 136. Oh, surely not another one. Oh, absolutely sensational from the South Africa.
Double 10 then to put Devon in heaven at the Ali Pali. He's done it.
Yeah, it's got to be Alexander Palace. I mean, especially after Christmas, though, everybody's had their drinks and presents and all that, so everybody's in a jolly mood. And yeah, it's just Alexander Palace. I mean, if you look at it, it's always got that. It's probably the biggest crowd that we have on a major event, and it's just the perfect timing. So yeah, Alexander Palace is definitely one that says for me. A dance routine. I'm born like this. It's not a practice thing. I mean, I used to do that back in the day and just mess it around, and then yeah. So it's when I get there, I sometimes add a bit more to it, and depending on the energy that you get from the crowd and how you're feeling at the time, and especially if I've won, I do it. There's a dance that I do at the end, which I don't really want to do, but your body just says just dance. Beaten, he epitomizes what that whole Bee Gees, you know what I mean, and yeah, he's a great guy as well, and I think that walk-on is just classic. And
break a throw in this set if he wants to level up the World Championship final. Michael van Gerwen isn't in any mood to give him a sniff.
Yeah, the combination finishing in this game is going to be key. You can tell by the way they're scoring, there may be nothing in it. They may both be on nines. Michael may miss and Michael may hit. They're both on nines. They're both on a nine. This is insane. Come on now.
Wow, the World Championship final. Michael van Gerwen is on a nine darter in the World final and just misses double 12. Over to you, Michael Smith.
One man misses, does the other man get? I've never seen the like. Come on, Spolly boy. Yes, double 12. That is the most amazing leg of dance you will ever see in your life. I can't speak. I can't speak.
Absolutely unbelievable. The crowd are going berserk. Michael Smith makes more history in the world final, but that is simply the best leg of dance ever, ever, ever.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are back. We are back with our first semi-final. Our first semi-final containing Vernon Bowers and Stefan Vermaak. I'll give you a complete rundown of what happened in our quarterfinals. In our first quarterfinal, we had Cameron Carolison going out the victor there against Charlie Losper Sr. He went out 6-2. And then Graham Fobby beating Zander Fadelt 6-2 as well. Another 6-2 victory for Stefan Vermaak. He beat Dino Deer. And then Vernon Bowers lastly, he beat Damien Stefan 6-1 in the final quarterfinal. And on stream for our first semi-final, we've got Vernon, the Terminator Bowers, and Stefan, the Assassin Vermaak. It's going to be an enticing one, folks. I've got Devin Peterson with me in commentary. He'll be joining me shortly. Both players are warming up off the stage at the moment and going for bull. And shortly we'll be back to watch the action unfold. We'll see you guys soon. And we're back, folks. Semi-final number 1. Stefan for Mark, Vernon Bowers. You can hear the action. You can hear the crowd going crazy here in the Good Sports Club here. Got Devin Peterson alongside me in commentary. How are you feeling, Devin?
Thank you, Dean. It's a game that you see the. Thank you, Dean. Thank you very much, Dean. It is a game that it's not the young and the old, because Vernon's not that old, but is very considering experience. Stefan Vermaak is the more experienced player on the stage. I mean,
Yeah.
he's been a Protea player, definitely one of the standout youth. He's represented South Africa at the World Cup Youth World Champs as well, and the World Cup, which is fantastic for the young man, and a great future ahead. I mean, certainly still finding his feet in the game, but definitely making a name for himself. And then you got Vernon Bowers. We all know Vernon, one of the top performers, always and consistent top performers at the ACTs.
Yeah.
And he played with me in the World Cup as well.
Yeah, it's brilliant. It's brilliant to see the talent on display here, and just for the audience to get an understanding of getting to know the players and getting to know what they're actually capable of. Like, honestly, like a lot of these players, they've the achievements that they've had on and off the hockey, it doesn't get noticed because a lot of people don't know about it. So we just bring it to the forefront so that people know.
I think that's a good point, and it's the reason why the ADG as well as the ACT events is so important, is so that we can give them the platform to shine. Diamonds only shine in the light, you know what I mean? So exactly what this is. And you look at the players that you see in the averages. I mean, Cameron threw 100 average. Simon's final game against Stefan. Stefan's been in a few finals already.
Yeah.
He's one of the top 3 players in the ACT on the ranking. So you realize that the level that you're competing against, it's the best in South Africa.
Yeah.
Whether the averages determine that early on, I mean, a lot of the players are still getting used to the stage environment, the calling, but the more we create these opportunities for them, the better they'll become and the more comfortable they come. It's year 1. I think they've done fantastically well. It's ACT 4.
Yeah.
I can only think that it's only going to get better from here.
No, I 100% agree. And I feel like, just to add on your point about players getting stage ready and getting that stage experience, it's definitely going to help them going forward. Like previously, I'd say a lot of players wouldn't have known what the atmosphere would have been like in a Ali Pali per se, or a World Cup game. But just going on a stage, going into an environment that just feels professional, I feel like that prepares you mentally for I mean, you'd be first to say.
Yeah, 100%. You hit the nail on the head. It's knowing that it's an experience, as we see Vernon here going in for a 1-3-1. A magical 1-3-1. He's had a 1-3-4 early on with the top stops against Grant, and now we see him his first leg with a ton plus finish. He's definitely in the element and a space of strength, really. His game is growing consistently, and certainly one of the top performers in Africa. And that's what you like to see. You like to give them, I mean, those kind of opportunities now to rewatch that. Gains confidence from that. Stefan Vermaak would want to find his scoring boots early on, but it's a great opportunity for any player to be playing in the ACT because it's open for all.
Yeah. And that's what we want. We want people to feel as though it's inclusivity in terms of anybody can play. Doesn't matter what your skill level is. You can just play to try and get to the levels of the Vernons and the Stefans. So the inclusivity is definitely opening up a lot of. It's opening up a big room for new players and new faces in the ACT.
You are correct in saying that, Dean, and I think that knowing that darts is for everybody.
Yeah.
The sport can be played by young, old, no boundaries in gender.
Yeah.
I mean, all of those things, and all you want to just do is get Africa on the map, show that we can showcase top talent, and and show it in a way, in a professional manner, like it's seen globally. So
Yeah.
yeah, I'm super proud of what you guys have achieved in the short space, and ADG and Agency 7 obviously going from here on out to the next level. And as you see that, it's like magic. Agency 7, proud supporter of ADG.
Back to the action here, folks. Looking at Stefan from Mark here. He's leading in the league at the moment, but Vernon Bowers not scoring to his best potential at the moment.
I think a key element here is always noticing the round, which is the semi-final. So it's a nervy round because it's the one before the final. You don't want to you don't want to miss out. And then also just the period of the game, which is the earlies, where both players are. It's like boxes where they're finding their range, checking out what the game plan is. It's always great. You kind of play games in your head, and when you get on the stage, you have to kind of execute, and that's where they're at currently now. You want to find your first start, want to make sure it's high enough. And we see another ton plus checkout coming in here. And Stefan from Mark missing on the tops, but
He's unlucky there, eh?
yeah. So far, I mean, Vernon checked at 131 early on, and now he's on a 116. Can he make it 2 ton plus checkouts, or will he give Stefan from Mark another opportunity at the tops?
Oh, he's unlucky there. He needed a treble just give him a shot at that double there. But it's a great setup. See who can close out here. It's not a great first start there from Stefan from Mark. Looks as though he's rushing in at the start now. Stefan. Both players still nervy at the moment. 2-0 east to Vernon Bowers. Here, he hold his throw there. Look at the replay here.
Last start, such a crucial opportunity. Not happy with the leg, but I'm sure that he's happy that he broke the Stefan from Mark throw.
Yeah, that was brilliant. Great replay there, brought to you by Agency 7.
You notice Vernon has like a nod when he throws a dart, maybe. I don't know if that is a significant thing, or like there's a significance behind it. That he knows that he has to switch, or I don't know what it is.
Yeah, I feel like we have to ask the man himself because
we will at some point, definitely will. But I've noticed it a few times. I've never seen it before, and now sitting behind the screen and watching it in this, you kind of let's see if he does it again. No nod there now. I think he's happy with that. So
the eyes of Vernon Bowers is what
focus, terminated like eyes. Feeling it.
If there was a man for a game face, it's Vernon Bowers.
Face for radio.
Great switch here from Stefan from Mark. Finding the treble 19th.
Keeps him in the game. But Vernon definitely, I mean, he's not the most consistent performant player for nothing. He finds a way to get his rhythm. The first opening legs, if you give him that chance, he starts to run. You don't catch him. He'll hold on to a victory. He'll hold on to a game. I mean, a lot of times he's got that fighting spirit. Stefan from Mark will have to find the fighting spirit now, as Vernon Bowers looks to set up this 160. Great board management there, trying to shuffle over and get the...
He was looking for the 48 there or the last time.
100%. Just missing it shortly.
Stefan will hate that now. He's unlucky there with the last dart, so he's not on the finish. Vernon will have a few darts here now.
Oh. In that case there, right? In my
6 darts in hand.
yeah, you don't rush for the double 10. You
Yeah.
put on the outside. Give yourself another opportunity. And now there's a pressure on the 10. So now if he goes outside, inside, he gives him 50 at the first dart. And this is a tough one. The second one is always the challenge.
Don't want to go inside.
But inside the double, more like it.
Brilliant there from
You've done really
Vernon
well there.
Bowers. Oh, Vernon Bowers is taking the lead earlier. And he's off the mark. Stefan from Mark still struggling a bit.
Stefan from Mark has an exaggerated lean, and that is what causes darts to go low all the time. I used to have the same exaggerated lean as we see Vernon Bowers chucking a max. Definitely comfortable now, isn't he?
Yeah, he's finding his range now, is he, Vernon? I feel like he settled in once he started to just win legs. Winning legs just make you settle down and make you play your own game, I think. So
Could it be a back-to-back thing? Could it be
he's on.
back-to-back?
Ooh, he's unlucky there.
Frustrated, but great throw there. 5 out of the 6. Vernon Bowers looking confident, looking strong.
Early on, we saw he was in line to hit the 10 dart. He actually took out the 11 darter,
Yeah.
missing a double. But brilliant darts from Vernon. We've seen on stream all day.
The nod is back.
I'm definitely going to ask him about that nod. We need some insider info here.
Stefan from Mark not at the races at all.
For Mark looking a frustrated man at this point. Not.
Yeah, just not being able to get to grips with the game and just kind of.
Just a lapse of concentration there from
I
Vernon.
think it's more like he's more annoyed with himself that he's not able to shake it off. That is
Yeah.
what it is.
For Mark, just need to reset and just step back and reset
He just
now.
needs a shake of his head. That's it.
Fourth leg there. Taken out there by Vernon Bowers.
Vernon
54.
cruising to victory there now.
14 darts. That is brilliant stuff there from Vernon Bowers. That's the type of things we're used to from Vernon Bowers. We've seen that on stream, off stream. We've seen that throughout the year from Vernon Bowers. And that's the way to start the leg, eh? Not giving Stefan an inch. Not giving Stefan a chance to smell blood and just go for his neck.
I think the one big thing for Stefan right now is not to think of the win. It's
Yeah.
to think of the next 3. Just keeping it consistent, keeping it, okay, cool, I'm going to go ton at a time.
Yeah.
Let me steady the ship. But like I've been preaching all day, the first dart is your biggest, either your friend or your foe.
Yeah.
If it lands at the bottom, it's tough. It's going to be challenging. If it's on top, you use it. And this looks like a max. It looks like a maximum.
Another maximum. I think we should draw up the lot of numbers together. I think
Vernon's a classy operator, and
Oh,
those
that
first
is-
darts is fine. And I mean, you look at the leg now. It's 12 darts and 9 darts thrown with 81 left.
That's good.
Doesn't have to chase. Can find himself.
Is that 45?
At this point in time, when you see you've got 81 left, the best thing for 81 at this point is board management. It's nice, steady 25,
Yeah.
16 tops. And then you come back with 3 darts at the tops.
Yeah, Vernon could go 14, 13, yeah? So you go 13 darter, yeah? Ooh. Vernon Bowers out of the blocks like Usain Bolt.
Vernon Bowers doing a Terminator job on Stefan Vermaak. Not at the races, clearly. Low throw. And I'm sure that Stefan just wants to get off the stage as he sees Vernon just flying another nod.
Yeah, that's a nod. That's a nod. So it's looking like a nod of disgust at sometimes. Anytime he doesn't find a treble, I
Was
see
a
the nod
correction of score there. Stefan Vermaak just correcting the marker. The one thing I do like about Stefan is that he's always willing to listen, grow. He's one of those strong kids with values and a high professional kind of etiquette, if you must call it that.
Yeah.
He's built for it. I think that his game, he's gone through a slight little lull. I know that we've spoken numerous times about it. You just want him to see as Vernon, yeah.
Incoming.
Ooh, definitely feeling it and surely putting his one hand on the trophy for today, or the check of 12,000 rand.
Can we see another big time plus check out here? Which way will he go? He's off to 19s.
Oh, it's on.
Is that in?
I don't think so.
Oh, he was unlucky with the second dot there, so it wasn't in.
It's a beautiful first.
And he would have fancied it after that first dot.
Definitely. I fancied it from here. Vernon, yeah. Match dots incoming, Dean.
Ooh. 15 darter. That is 14, 13, 15 for Vernon. 6-0 lead. Marker, but Marker getting a bit
We've
ahead of
got
himself there.
One more leg to go. Grant was just thinking, let's get off the stage.
He's calling the game earlier.
It does say on the top of the box, semi-final, first to 7 legs. How ironic it would be if Stefan Vermaak turned this game around and we went to 6-all.
We've seen stranger things, eh? So
I think this could be a little sidestep, and if he gets it in the right corner, I think that it could be a max. Yep.
oof.
Another one.
Sign me up
Yes,
for that lotto numbers, D-boy.
The man is on fire, certainly. Look at that face, that face for radio. Terminator. Vernon Bowers, definitely a man to watch today, considering Cameron Carollison's game
Yeah.
early on, and Graham Fobby also played really well, but there was patches, and Vernon just doesn't look like he's allowing anybody in. He really wants this victory, and I think that he's probably, for today, he's looking at it as his name is on the trophy.
No, 100%. He's looking like a determinator at this moment, because he seems determined to just step foot in that final and just get his first ACT trophy. Having lost out in one of the ACT finals previously. And he's one leg away. Stepping foot in that final.
You feel for Stefan though. He's really thrown his best leg in his last leg.
Yeah. But Vernon's just been a machine at this point.
He's a Terminator for a reason. It's good board management, that.
Yeah.
Looks at a 2 dots, 64. What a way to get a leg, his first leg of the board. Not that way. Nice
Can
setup.
Set up and apply the pressure. Yeah?
Another player opting for 36 there.
If Vernon doesn't find the treble here and he finds single 20, I feel like he could go top stops.
He's done it before.
Can he do it? I called it. He's unlucky
He's
there.
done it before.
The marker was on. The marker was actually on to find the treble 20, but I know him well, so I could see him.
Oh, he's
For Mark, yeah.
Stefan from Mark having an opportunity on the 36 and then just spraying it wide. Missing the double and giving Vernon an opportunity to close the game out on a 7-0 victory.
Oh, what a marker.
He has to step. It's slightly awkward. He takes a deep breath.
Oh.
Refocus. He maybe didn't like the lie. I mean, on the stream it looked good, but I think that just the way in which he starts it, it didn't give him that feeling of this is a great marker. Stefan now needs to find the corner. Wrong corner. Is it 3 of the wrong doubles at the wrong time?
Just sums up his game, to be fair. What a brilliant display from Vernon Bowers there. A well-deserved spot in the final.
Vernon Bowers deserved that game. Stefan was not at the races today. And I'm sure that he'll be dusting himself off for the grand final tomorrow, which is...
That's a big one.
Yeah, it comes around quickly. And I think that he'll be able to have an opportunity to watch this back and realize that it's not the end. It's only the beginning.
Yeah. No, 100%. And players are still in their field. So, brilliant display there from Vernon Bowers in our first semi-final. Next up, we've got Cameron Carolison up against Graham Fobby. So stay tuned, folks. We're going to go in for a short break. Players are going to warm up and we'll come back shortly. Ladies and gentlemen, we've got semi-final number 2 up and running. Cameron Carolison up against Graham Fobby. Both players just having a few chucks at the board here. Cameron looking to make his 3rd African Continental Tour final. He's looking to go 3 for 3. Cameron Carolison having won the previous 2 African Continental Tour championships, both in Kimberley and in Cape Town. So Carolison with tons of experience and having won 2 African Continental Tours.
It's the drink of champions, H2O Bonaqua. Both players waiting for the water. And there you see Condor. It's definitely changed the way in which the performance is going. I mean, I've seen improvements. A lot of other players in Africa have.
Yeah.
And globally as well. But here we have a match that, if both players are on form, we've seen Cameron early on just looked like he was snatching a bit.
Yeah.
And I think that the game on the floor might have just given a bit of there was an opportunity to reset and find himself. And let's see what kind of form he's finding. There he's back. He is
That
back.
first start tells you.
You can
It's a
tell
tell-all.
he's definitely back.
Ooh.
And
That's the type of start we're used to seeing from
Let's
Carolison.
see Fobby put on this game face now.
Fobby having playing brilliant earlier. Brilliant darts earlier. Finding that treble 20 bed in the dead center. And that's what helped him in victory earlier. So if he can find a bit of that now, and it's looking like he's gonna do that, he's definitely gonna be in this game.
I think the one thing you look at when you see Cameron, you see the focus, you see the effort he's put in his game. He's definitely come up the ranks. He knows exactly what he wants to achieve. I mean, we've spoken a few times. Graham Fobby finding a new lease on the sport itself.
Yeah.
Getting a new dart as well. I think his own dart. And the one thing is the confidence you feel once you have that. That's an added confidence, and you'll just see Fobby's game growing to another level. I mean, he used to be the man to be feared. He was in Cameron's shoes before.
Yeah.
So he's no stranger to performing amazingly.
Yeah. And before the change of darts, I've seen the amount of times he had to change darts. Literally every week, you'd see him with a new set of darts, or even every game he'd try something new. He's very Peter Wright like.
I was about to say.
Like
Fobby
he was
Wright.
trying hard just to find something that worked for him. He
There
was
was a-
performing at times, but not to the level at which we know he can perform at, and we're seeing some of it now.
Yeah, it's the truth though. I mean, the equipment is the start of the performance, and you have to be comfortable with it. I mean,
Yeah.
Cameron finding himself there on a great setup and just asking questions from Fobby early on, needing to check out a ton. And Still on though. I mean,
He needs a treble though. He finds a treble. Ooh.
slightly high, but just another setup, and just gave up on the last start there, and giving Cameron an opportunity to have a almost pressureless 24. 3 darts in hand. How many does he need? Just one.
That's a good start. That's the type of start you want to start off a semi-final with. Just something good enough to give you confidence to move forward. Nothing too big and nothing too low. You know what I mean?
I think it's more of, let's call the first game that we saw Cameron on stage as an anomaly. It's a game that we've not used to seeing Cameron, and it's great that he's able to shake it off, and it just shows you the class of the man.
Yeah, and shake it off he did. Sending us to a final leg decider earlier. Cameron Carolison. He was the victor earlier, 6-5 against Simon Adams. We saw some brilliant finishing on display earlier from Vernon Bowers. And he can teach some of these players a thing or two. Taking out some done plus finishes. So in the final awaits a man finishing like a house on fire at the moment. So we'll see. Both of these players know they're gonna need to step up in terms of their finishing if they're gonna want to compete against a player like Vernon Bowers in the final.
We might have a repeat final here of Cameron versus Vernon, which seen Cameron win his first ACT in Cape Town as well. So it could be a repeat of the Cape Town final, or does Fobby throw a spanner in the works? Not showing complete conviction here with the current scoring, but not finding any trebles. But the one thing that I said earlier is, especially in the early part of the game, you can sacrifice a leg just to find your form.
Yeah.
You can't sacrifice a leg at the back of the game to find your form. So, yeah, Cameron will be happy that he's out of the blocks, and he knows that Fobby has to come up to his level and not vice versa like he did with Simon.
Yeah. Cameron first to a finish here. After 12 dots, he's on 158. Look at the route that he's going to take here. Treble 20s seems the most likely. And it's a brilliant setup play there from Carolison. A great switch to the 19 suite, 134. Fobby with darts on the floor there. He's unlucky. He hits the wire, the first dart. All he can do is try and apply some pressure with 2 darts in hand on 200. And Carolison on 24 once again. Closed his leg earlier. Ooh.
What a magical opportunity for Graham. Cameron, they're dominating in the scoring. Graham just throwing putts and pats, but leaving an opportunity. He needs to find the first. He needs to find the second. Perfect live. I just didn't use it. Oh, that is unlucky for Graham, but surely asking questions now. I think the big part of it is now it is
Oh, brilliant.
it took 5 darts this time around. First time it was 1.
Yeah. The same double there. Double 12. Seemingly doing well for Carolison. Looking at the first start of Fobby, he's not hitting it clean, dead center as he was earlier, but he's still managing to find the trebles just to. Steady done for Fobby to start off.
You feel as though Graham needs to find something in this game, just some scoring it on steady tons and just get himself. Don't let Cameron get too far ahead, because if he does, He's a hard man to catch. A hard man to catch.
I feel like early on you need to get the leg in a semi-final of this length, just to cement yourself and just feel and feel comfortable in a semi-final of this magnitude. That helps with the scoring. That helps with the comfort, and just helps your overall display.
I feel like Cameron now, in the earlier game, it was very, I mean, you saw the tightness, you saw the snatching.
Yeah.
He has none of that, which makes him, you know that when his game switches on,
Yeah.
it's going to be fireworks.
Yeah. This is game number 3 for Carlson and game number 3 for Fobby. So both players could take to it different ways. One could be fatigued. One could be motivated and excited for the semi-final. So it's each to their own. But at the moment, it's looking like Carlson's amped for this game. He's looking pumped, and he's finding the tables, finishing like he should have. And at the moment, he's in a 2-0 lead. Looking at the scoring, yeah, just 99 this time around.
Graham's rhythm is fantastic, though. That's the one
Yeah.
thing. That was a throw that deserved more.
No, definitely. That was very much unlucky. He's in the right area, just not managing to find the treble.
That is going to need him to go down to the 19s and just seemed slightly a bit rushed, but can Kami find that first dot? And I feel like if that first dot hits, that
Careful,
second
Peggy.
dot definitely hits. And
Oof.
the third dot is in the right-hand side on the double tops. Oh, but a snatch going down there.
That would have been
It
the
looked
biggest
good, though.
finish of the day.
It could have been, but the most important thing is seeing the first dot and then having the skill set to replicate that. A lot of the top players do that so consistently, but they don't find the first dot so consistently, which is what a way to go for 20.
Carlson did that early and he struggled on double 7. I don't know if you recall against Simon Adams. He did the exact same thing. He required 20 and went inside on 6 and struggled and Simon Adams got back into that leg. Just scoring doesn't help you. You just need to close out the leg. And at the moment, I think he's learned from his mistakes earlier, and he's had a huge wake up call. Like that was an early wake up call for him, and he seems a man on a mission at the moment.
Bit of a Robin Hood there from the detonator.
So unlucky there. Look at the first dart there.
Beautiful. You love it. You
Love
do.
to see that.
I think as a dart player, that first dart, as soon as it hits in, you just there's a relieving pressure. You at least know if you keep it straight, it's a 3-figure. That's it. If you can replicate that, you know it's a strong 3-figure, and if you excellent, then it's a max.
Yeah. No, definitely.
I'm happy to see that Cameron's not snatching at the minute. He's finding the point of release. Absolute beauty to watch. Poetry in motion.
Graham needs to find his rhythm now. He needs to make this an interesting game. At the moment, it's not. It's looking one-sided. It's Carlson leading on the scoring, closing out much better. We just need to. We need Graham to make us a game.
Dean, watching this, when are we going to see you back on the hockey? We've not seen you for a while. I mean, you showed some promise. As we see Fobby max out here, 123. But I mean, there was a period where you were really showing signs of excellence and pure excellence as well.
I feel like my time will come. I'll get on the practice board and just feel. I just need to feel confident and comfortable. So that's the main thing for me. So once I'm confident and comfortable, I'm not bothered by who I play or where I play. So it's just all I want to feel just comfortable. And a 121 close there from.
You want to
Graham
feel as
Philby.
confident as Graham Philby on a 1-1 basically.
Definitely. If I can play that type of darts, ooh, I can see myself in the latter end of the of an ACT tournament.
I
And
love
that's where I
that.
wanna be.
I think 2024 we want to swap the mic for darts and make sure that you on the ocky a bit more. But there, ladies and gentlemen, we just saw Graham Philby pull a rabbit out of a bag. Cameron Collarison on 63, Philby on a 1-1 and needed to be perfect at every single dart, and Philby was. But is that enough to get him sparked? I mean,
I really feel like it could spark him, eh? He didn't start the leg off too great now. He scored 26, but he just seems a determined man at this point. Once he finds the range, he's gonna be hitting the maximums. Because at the moment his follow through is brilliant. He just needs to find that range. Once he finds that area, it's gonna be an exciting match. And it's still early on. It's 1-7.
just remind Grant that it's 1-7.
It's 1-7.
I think Graham Philby needs a max the next throw. If he finds his first dart, great max. He'll be in a position of power.
That's a brilliant switch there for off to treble 18s. Just to switch up and just add some numbers there.
305, the 18 gives him an opportunity to throw 138 that leaves him on the 167. So
Yeah.
brilliant board management there from Graham Philby.
He was unlucky with the second dart there. That's why he just basically threw away the last dart. But
I feel as though on a 305 going it that way is always a challenge, because when you hit the treble 18, you kind of torn between whether you have to switch. If you miss the treble, you know that you have to switch. So a lot of the times it's a tough one to go for, really.
I feel like it all depends on how the dart lands, and also how confident you're feeling at that particular angle.
But the tough part is that you have to have the almost the game plan in your head already, because if you're thinking on the line, if there's a spot of doubt, you're definitely not going to hit it.
Yeah, no, 100%.
Almost not spot of doubt, but more indecision.
Yeah.
If you have that indecision, then it's like, oh, should I switch? Should I go? And that causes a.
It's very Rob Cross-like.
Yeah. Cameron, needed to set up, but he lost one dart, but it was only in the one. Can we have a back-to-back 10+ finishes? Graham needs a near on perfect first. He's still a shot. Still a shot. Treble 19.
Oh, you would have had to use the ball there.
Again.
In the final moments of a leg, this is when it counts. Listen. I guess he's got 20 again and double 16. Close out this leg, and that's the type of double 16 hitting we've seen from Carolison throughout the 3 ACTs that he's been involved in. First start hits, that combinations, that's what made him a champion. Just that double 16 hitting. Besides the scoring, it's just that double 16 hitting that's been the difference. And he's finding that form again. As you see the replay there.
Philby now has to go through the James Bond theme song. Tan, 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 tan.
Finding the gap there, that's the Carolison.
I think that's almost like a trick shot for a dart player.
Yeah.
You shouldn't throw there, but you think I could get it in. And that's
Yeah.
when you know that the confidence level is high. That's when you know that the operator is a skillful one. to get it through the middle there, that is placement.
Yeah, that's confidence on another level. Man with confidence, easy. Cameron Carolison.
Cameron needing 4-1, so he should be feeling comfortable. There should be no stress at this point in time. He's asking more questions of Fobby than Fobby asking of him, and this is where, as a player, you kind of tighten the screw a bit. You try and push a bit slightly harder, and you try and hit more trebles than you should.
Yeah.
And that's where it could present a problem.
If I was Carolison here, I wouldn't take my foot off the pedal. Fobby's not too far behind. And I was right and justified in saying that because Fobby just hit the ton 80 here. And leaves himself on 61 after 12 dots. So he could close out the 14 dot here. Let's see. Will he go the 25 route? Good setup play there. Tops. Great finish there. 15 darter for Graham Fobby. He closes out tops. He holds his throw. That's a big moment there. Ton 80 definitely helped. That 121 finish definitely turned the game around for Graham Fobby.
It's Fobby's opportunity now to take that as a springboard and now try and break the Cameron Carolison throw, and then it becomes a real match. If Cami goes on to hold the throw, it's 5-2 and 2 legs closer to the final. Then it means that Fobby can't make any mistakes.
Yeah, this leg is a big one for both players. And at the moment, it's hitting the players as they're not finding the tables as they would like. But Fobby's looking much better.
Cameron Carolison now just chipping away at that scoreline. Graham Fobby on the defensive now. Need to stay in the game. Don't want to allow Cameron a free shot at a double. So
Second dart from Carolison and third. That's the type of range you'd like to see, man. And Fobby.
Graham
Both
Fobby
players
feeling it
firing all
now.
cylinders now.
Yeah, it's now to a point where there's a bit of bubbling. He's jumping behind the stage. You can just feel like it just seems like he's
Like he's
excited.
enjoying himself.
Yeah, that's when Fobby's at his greatest.
Yeah, and it's lovely to see. It's honestly lovely to see. Fobby's such a lovely chap.
Oh, little snatch.
It's great to
Over
see
y-
him
it's-
enjoying himself again.
100%. It's over to you, Graham. Who needs a 46 leaves 90. But 84 leaves 52. This is a Cameron will at least have one dart minimum to the double.
He's a big 20 now.
You think it's
For
his
his
favorite?
favorite.
Commentators curse. Will Graham go 16 double 18 though, or will he go 20?
I feel like 12 tops
tops.
is the way.
Yeah,
He's been serving him well.
Good call, Dean. Good call.
Seems the
On
way.
the right side, little step back.
He knows it's big moment here
It is. It keeps him within touching distance of Cameron Carolison.
for 17 daughter.
Look
Worked
at
out. Brilliant decision from Graham Fobby there. 4-3 the score. Fobby comes within 1.
starting to get some fireworks in this game. Punches being thrown and punches being returned. Can Fobby continue the comeback? The man was down 4-1. Now is 4-3. Can he
And he took out the 121 finish against the throw. So he was lucky not to go 5-0 down. He had to take out the 121 finish just to,
Cameron was on 63 as well.
yeah. So it could have been a completely different game. But the fight of Graham Fobby, it's been brilliant. It's brilliant to watch.
Great to see the comeback. And I mean, anything that happens here on out, Graham Philby can hold his head high and go, you know what, I showed a bit of what I can do.
Yeah.
We're not saying that the game's over, but I mean, it was looking more likely that Cameron was going to run away.
Big score incoming
Maybe just woke
there.
up as well and just realized
Carlson
Philby's on the rampage coming back.
back in the throw of Carlson. Of Fobby rather. But I'm liking the steadiness of the throw of Graham Fobby. Showing a man in form and a man with loads of confidence. And Fobby looking for a maximum. Another maximum from Fobby. He's looking to level out proceedings here. Brilliant stuff from Graham Fobby. After 12 darts, he's on 61.
Cameron just feeling like the first dart that was set. It screamed out, hit me. And it bounced off into the one. But Philby now, can he complete the comeback with a 61?
It's a brilliant dart, brilliant leg of darts from both players here. Oh,
Fortune
unlucky
requires
there with
47. What do you think his way is, Dean?
definitely 7 tops here.
Has to be 7 tops.
Tops has been serving him well. Let's see. If he goes any other way, I'd be surprised.
He's giving you the 7 you want, Dean. He might just give you the tops you want. And that will put us at 4 all.
To level up proceedings.
Oh, a little bit rush there.
I feel like he got a bit excited there. That would have been another. It would have been back-to-back 15 daughters for Graham Fobby. Carlson going 18th route for 90.
Is that a double-double opportunity?
That is. He goes inside in the last dart. He's unlucky there.
Graham will be licking his lips now and looking at a 4-all game tied.
Graham leading on the average at the moment. He's outscoring Carlson. Can he close it out and level out proceedings here?
Big moment in the game.
Double 5 required. The celebration from the detonator. Closes out the 18 dart. The brilliant darts there from Graham Fobby. Look at the replay there.
Love that replay there, brought to you by Agency 7. What an opportunity for Graham. Fantastic leg of darts from both players. Cameron missing first and then giving Graham a scare of his life. And now we had level pingings. The 1-1, you did call it, Dean. You said that it was a turnaround, and
Yeah.
and it was a
game changer. Definitely a game changer for Graham Fobby, I'd say. Carlson was flying. But Graham Fobby found different form. But Carlson finding form of his own now.
It's as if Cameron said, "Come on, Philby, come closer to me, and now I'm going to run away." All 3 trebles, just 1 in the right bed. That's a sad visit. It's generally a sad visit. This seems to have made Cameron a bit upset there as well. And
Yeah, you see the focus of the man there. It's on a tricky finish though. Better board management there. Brilliant stuff from Fobby. Another 2 treble visit. He scores 121 there. Oh, it's not a great first start from Carlson, but a great second dart to set up. He scores 83.
Fobby, no man's land. But can he throw just a 180 or 140? That will just give him a bit. It's going to be tough from here, though.
A ton is enough to put him on a finish. This is a closable finish.
I feel like Cameron's just going to chuck it out for a start, and that's...
Seeing stranger things at the moment.
Oh.
Carlson's doubling has not been to his normal standard.
If it's not on his favorite 32, you are right, Dean.
Yeah.
It's
a bit of a struggle for him.
What if Graham threw this one to a solid treble?
Oh,
You could see
he
he
needed
was,
that first one.
he was
He needed
looking,
that
he
first
was
one.
licking his lips there.
It's a good 92 there.
10 is not the easiest double, though, because if you go outside, you'd have to decide, unless he splits it from the start. Oh, he goes for it. And this could be a tricky one.
And he needed to go for this one. I feel like
And that is why I say 10 is a tricky one, because now Graham has an opportunity. He was at 242, no shot. 142, and now he's on a 50.
oh, Graham.
Oh, no. Oh,
We
no.
knew which way he was going. We knew he was going to go 10 tops.
Which has served him so well for a long time. But
He was so good at hitting doubles. He hit the double before he was meant to. He's on double 50 now. Is he going to go for it?
he's got to have to punch this. Take the lead.
Carlson on 5.
The double 10 threw him off completely mentally. Absolute major gift given back.
Yeah, no, that definitely messed up the concentration of Fobby there, and we saw it.
Fobby can't watch. Fobby standing behind the curtain at the back.
I haven't seen Carlson miss double 2 today. I don't think we will see him miss this one. Ooh.
Fobby breathes a sigh of relief as he sees the double 2 just hitting at the bottom. Cameron, he understands he's in a game right now simply because Graham Fobby has just carved out the comeback from nowhere. 1-1 was the turnaround, and now has an opportunity to lead for the first time in this game.
I could tell based on the scoring of Fobby after that 121 close that the game was going to be an enticing one. It was going to be one that was going to be a close one. Off to the madhouse, easy Fobby.
But will Cameron give him another look, or is this the 5-4 for Cameron?
And it'll just be a hold of throw.
But he started off like a house on fire, and now finding himself in the madhouse.
We've seen him close this out earlier. In the final leg of the game.
That was beautiful.
Against Simon Adams, he closed out this double 1. So it was a brilliant finish there. Under pressure. Last start in hand. Showed the composure of a champion.
Philby's making a game out of this and just had an opportunity to go 5-4 ahead. But Cameron Carlson held on tight. You could see the expression wasn't celebratory, it was more of a relief.
A relief.
Yeah.
100%.
And again, he starts off with a 140, and then the next one was on 80, and then he found himself on double 1. Will we go down the same route this time?
Oh, not the greatest stuff there from Fobby.
You know, one thing that we have to look at now is the psychology of missing that many opportunities from Fobby. Will he now be able to bounce back, or will it be where he just rolls over?
Yeah.
And we would want him to see the comeback continue and just find himself in that spot. But I generally feel like players that are coming from a comeback that swim towards the opponent, when they get there, they've swam so hard, they've given the opponent an opportunity to rest up and then just gather their thoughts. As we see Cameron Carlson here throw out to maximum. Taking the game now to Fobby, though.
After 9 darts, he's on 100. He's in line here. for a possible 11, maybe 12 darter. And that's the type of stuff we used to from Carolison. When you go top stops here, not looking. Oh,
Graham Fobby nowhere near. So the reason to go top stops is only when your opponent is close.
Yeah.
So 235. Graham is
he
literally in Paul, and we are in Guru. That's how far he is at the minute. Come here, looking to tie up this leg and just getting to 6 and 1 leg away from the final, where he'll meet Vernon Bowers.
He's on his favorite double.
You said this is his favorite. Does he say it is his favorite? It is his
His
favorite.
6 for the score.
What a shot there. And the replay here, sponsored by Agency 7.
That's a brilliant 15 darter there. When it counted.
As we watch the replay here, he got a blocker dart. He sees a little shimmy to the left, throws it over the dart. Just look at that. That's Beckham-esque. Bend it like Cammy.
That's the break Carolison needed for this game. I feel like he's 1 leg away now. If he holds the throw, he's booking his place in the third final now. So yeah, Carolison in a good space at the moment. Fobby can only apply pressure against the throw now and attack the throw. That's the best Fobby can do at the moment. Because he's going to need to win all the remaining legs.
Just the remaining legs. But he has created a game out of this where it could have got away from him quite early, and the 1-1 change that I think Cameron he's playing a lot better than he did in the first game, and you can tell the smoothness in his needing to find it.
Carolison looking to see this out now. Yeah. Will he start on 19s? No, doesn't look likely.
How's that? Do you
Great
think
switch.
that mess on the 15 on the 50? He could have gone 5-4 up, and we would have seen a completely different game. And now we're
100%.
seeing him Cameron just actually getting a breath of fresh air and just going, okay, cool, that was a close moment, so let me just close this game out.
We've seen that moments from both players in this game. 86 required for Cameron Carolison. You could close out a 14 dart here, possible. Or 15. He's going to need a treble.
Just need to redo his calculation, and oh wow, took the risk away.
Yeah.
He wanted his favored number. He heard you so many times say it's his favorite. He knew that he was missing the 10s and the 20s and the 5s.
And I feel like with Fobby on 297, that's a sensible way. That's a sensible way to go about things at the moment. Because you could take 3 darts, 6 darts in hand. Only need 1. Takes the win. Brilliant display there from Carolison. He books his place in the final. The final of the African Continental Tour. And we're just gonna go on a short break now, while players prepare for the final. We'll be back soon, folks. Ladies and gentlemen, we are underway for ACT number 4. We are at the final stage, the final hurdle. We've got Cameron Carolison and Vernon Bowers in our final today. Final we've seen once before in ACT number 2 in Cape Town at John Thai as well. With Cameron Carolison winning on debut with a ton plus average on the day. Could we see the same thing today, David?
I think it's a completely different game. They've played each other a few times on the stage. Cameron has got the better of Vernon every single time.
Yeah.
But I think today Vernon's game on stage has just shown complete different level compared to Cammy's today. So
Yeah.
the question is, can Vernon be consistent? But can Cameron come up to Vernon's level or exceed that?
Yeah.
It's a final. We know that they used to practice together.
Yeah.
I think the practicing will stop after this because they continue meeting each other. But it's gonna be a real game of friends becoming foes.
Yeah, no, definitely. We've seen that previously, and it's gonna be a big one. We see a good start there from Carolison. He starts with a 92. Great switch there. Vernon Bowers, same pose, same motion, same everything, same nod. He keeps it going.
Did you get the inside info on the nod, or did you forget?
I didn't manage to get that info.
I got you.
But don't worry, we got some post match interviews incoming. So I'll get some inside info.
I think if you look at Vernon Bowers' game today, he's been prolific on the scoring, but his finishing has been the highlight of it all.
No, 100%.
Definitely not messing around on any of the finishing. Cameron Carolison has been hot and cold. Like some of the games, he's rushing to the finish and then not being able, if it's not on his favorite 32, as you call it all the time.
Yeah.
He's had first start issues. So he's had a few games where he's gained the confidence to win, and now he's finding himself in the final, and this is his third final. He's on the three-peat, and
Yeah.
Vernon standing in his
for the
way.
hat-trick. Look, it's looking like an interesting one at this point. Carolison not at his best form at the moment, but we seeing him get over the line, and that's the thing. He's been getting over the line in tough games, in tough situations. He's managing to get over the line. When players are playing better than him, outscoring him, he's still managing to get over the line. So that could be one of the factors that swings in his favor in this game.
I think it's a characteristic of a champion is when you play your B game, but you still have that opportunities that you create and carve out for yourself.
Yeah.
It's the timing of the big scores. It's the getting to the finish and making sure that you take it out, those crucial ones.
And a big
as
one
we see
coming. Oh, what a
He
setup.
left himself on a bogey, but Vernon first to pip him to the post, 92. If he misses the first, will he go double on the 18?
Looking likely.
He does it
We
on
know
the
him
first.
too well.
He's got another one. It lays nicely. He sees a 92.
What a finish.
The sparks flying in. This is all because of Vernon Bowers.
Out of this universe, I'd
It's
say.
out of this world darts from Vernon, needing a double to finish and finding it. We've seen him throw 1-3-4 in his first game on the stream today.
Yeah.
In the same way and winning the game, but that was just something, and that will give him confidence as well. We spoke about his outering finishing.
Yeah.
He just showed that prolific finish, and Cameron will know he's in a game right now.
Two treble visit there.
I know it's quite early in the game, but Vernon now on 107 average. This is amazing.
And we've seen this type of numbers from Vernon Bowers in the past. Vernon Bowers averaging 114 in the last Cape Town edition against Jaden Moodley. That was the round of 16 clash in which he was a 6-0 winner.
Highest average seen on the ACT tour this year. But both players, I love this though. The final, they've coasted up and until the final, if I call it coasting.
Yeah.
And now when they come against each other, both come alive. They used to play or practice together all the time, and I think since in recent weeks and months they've not practiced together simply because they're finding it that they're finding each other in the semis and the finals all the time. But can we see a maximum here?
Oh, he's unlucky there with the last dart. Deflection there in the treble 5. He scores 135, Carlson. And we're looking at the numbers for both players here. Look at the averages. 108 for Carlson, 93 for Vernon Bowers. But Vernon Bowers still in the lead. Still in the lead, still in this leg. He's on a bogey though. Carlson can close us out here. 10 plus finish. Oh, his favorite double 16. Goes inside there.
You say it's his favorite though. Does he feel like it's his favorite?
I feel like based on what I've seen, it's definitely his favorite. He doesn't need to say anything to me. I can see it. It's definitely his favorite. Can't leave double 16 that often and not be your favorite. And there he closes out there. 13 darter. Look at the averages here, folks. Some sensational stuff here. Carlson stepping up his game tenfold there.
I think it's because when he plays against Vernon, he feels like this is a player that he knows he has to be really good to beat.
He's playing the man.
Which sometimes can be a bad thing, because if you're playing somebody that you feel is not up to your potential, then your game drops. And I think that Vernon's opening leg, I mean, that was just a game that you would have felt kind of sparked Vernon, but it seemed like it sparked Cammy. As we see, he's going to throw his first 180.
The out of the universe shot was perfect there. That should be his opening theme for his videos. So where he's playing at this moment. 20 points in the average difference now.
It's still only 1-1.
And that's all it boils down to at the moment. The legs is all that counts. Cameron clearly the one outscoring Vernon, but Vernon is the one that's controlling this game.
I feel as though both players, just trying to land, not the early knockout, but just that swing where you just kind of
hurt your opponent.
Yeah, just make him think. And we see there, Cameron obviously throwing with a Condor as well, and it's a proud sponsor. The number 1 ranked player after the grand final will also be sponsored by Condor for 1 year. Financial contract as well.
Wow.
So it's big. It's I think the ACT now is going to be putting players on the map firstly, and then also making sure that they get looked after professionally.
Yeah, they're going to be fully equipped with the best equipment. So I'm sure they'll be over the moon.
Cameron, with the first dart in the treble, looking for the 152. Oh, he stepped back.
Snatch the second dart there.
You can see his disappointment there, just feeling like that first dart so inviting.
Yeah.
It's like a McDonald's drive-thru in the morning. Is it 2 treble 17s? Oh,
you fancy that.
With a bit of a nod.
Now.
Bit of a nod.
And this is the type of level we used to seeing from both players. When they're on the A game.
Cameron's going to need the bull. He's going to need the bullseye. Big moment in the match.
Ooh.
Outside on the 25. 54 coming in for Vernon.
Tops required. Can he take it out to the first dart? Yes, he can. 17 darter for Vernon Bowers. The worst leg of the match thus far, but brilliant stuff.
So far, no player is able to hold the throw. All the games going against throw. And I feel as though Vernon are in a prime position. Normally after 3 legs, players find their feet, and now it just becomes a rhythm as one. Vernon got that focus on his face. Look at that.
Look at the follow through there from Vernon Bowers. The elbow being right up there. And if you look at the throw of Carolison, he keeps it straight. He keeps it that 90-degree angle.
It's the perfect throw. Perfect throw.
And it's perfect for consistency.
That's why he's number one player on the ACT. It's just a consistent throw. Technique amazing.
Yeah.
Mindset amazing.
90-degree angle. 100%.
So far, Vernon 2 breaks a throw, Cameron 1. And I feel as though Vernon now needs to kind of find his feet and root himself in this game,
Yeah.
which he can do on his own throw, which gives you an advantage because it's you get to the first 3 darts of the game. He needs to find a big one.
Yeah.
No
And
trebleless visits.
And he's starting on the 19s just to switch up things because he's been having trebleless visits, but he manages to squeeze in the treble 20 there in the last dart, which is brilliant. And much needed, as Carolison is just fighting on the scoring front at the moment.
Cameron a bit more animated than usual, which means that he's in the game, but he knows how important the game is. He wants to win this game, not just because it's the ACT3 and it will be a 3-peat, but it's also just because he doesn't want to give Vernon the advantage, because tomorrow is the grand final.
100%.
And they might find each other in the same, as Vernon now needs the 180. As we said, the 180 is always the one that gives you the edge in the game. It's the max, it's the champagne shot, but the one thing with Vernon is it's complemented by good finishing as well.
Yeah. And that's all it boils down to. It's level picking at the moment. Both players on 108. Looking to close out the 15 dart here. It's not looking likely for Vernon. He can only set this up.
But a good setup though, Dean.
Great setup. Managing to find that treble 18 on the last dart. There's a marker doing the math there. Grant Sampson on the mic. Next up, Carolison to try 108.
Will he get his favorite 32, Dean?
I know he's definitely going for the treble 20 first start here.
I think he's going to go 19s.
It's looking likely for the 90s actually.
19, triple 19, double 16 in the corner.
Oh.
Opens the door, and Vernon has a chance now to hold his throw and change the complexion of the game. It will be the first hold of throw for the match, and he'll be leading 3-1.
Can he close it out? Yes, he can. Brilliant finishing once again. We've spoken about this throughout this game. Vernon Bowers on fire with the finishing. Closes out a 16 darter here. And a hold of throw. 3-1 is the lead for Vernon Bowers.
Man on a mission, terminating the outer ring, setting it up with that great 180 as well. I mean, that was the opportunity there, just to turn the screw, and you needed to get that, or he needed to get that, to make sure that he can root himself in this game. Kami gave him an opportunity, and he checked it out.
And he took it out like a champ.
Respectable averages there, Dean. 92 for both players, so definitely up to the standard. And surely pushing greater heights here. 91 average.
Yeah, 92 apiece. This is something we're familiar with both players. Both players on and off the past with this particular event, but we've seen some great things from both players.
Now it's up to Kami now to come back and hold his throw. Otherwise, he's going to give Vernon another opportunity. And we spoke about this earlier when Cameron versus Graham.
Yeah.
When you get that early run, to run as fast as you possibly can, and then play when your opponent's playing catch-up, that's when you can take a break. But I think Vernon is not going to be taking a break today. He's going to go for the kill. He's going to terminate Cameron Carolison.
No pun intended. Yeah, Vernon, emphasis on that. Vernon definitely out of the blocks, blazing out of the blocks at the moment. Carolison, I feel like he's rushing a bit. I can definitely see there's a bit of an extra push in his game, but I feel like it's not helping him at the moment. It's just He just need to settle down and settle in. I think that's the best way to go about it at the moment.
That's great said though, but Vernon is not giving him an opportunity to settle, and that's
Yeah.
the big thing, because there was breaks on throw on the first opening 3 legs. Vernon
Yeah.
held, and now Cam is under the cosh slightly, so he's not a deer in the headlights, but he's now slightly a bit rocked and knows that he can't make a mistake, which means that when you're thinking like that, you kind of make the mistakes.
Yeah.
He's now left the bogey number, which is 178.
Yeah.
And now Vernon has 6 darts to check out this 160. If he chucks his first dart in the treble,
You
I
fancy
think
him.
I think that we could get another ton finish here.
Oh, he's unlucky there. And against the throw, Vernon Bowers could take a 4-1 lead here.
It's a first to 8 though, and it's the halfway point for Vernon, but he'll be disappointed with
But
that.
that 3-point lead could definitely play a massive role early on in this final. If it would then mean that Caris would have to fight extra hard just to get back into the game, and also just to get back into the final, because
He needs to stay in touching distance, and
Yeah,
with that 140, he's
100%.
definitely there now. But can Vernon find a 118? He wants to just squeeze it next to it.
that was a great marker there.
You'd have preferred it on top of the treble, though.
Yeah. Carlson most likely split this one.
Actually, no, Dean. He goes straight
Surprising.
forward.
Surprising, actually.
Straight forward, Dean. He's not playing around. 38. Dean thought he's going to go 6, and his favorite 32. This time around, he went straight for the 38 and got it first dart. It's hold of throw. So there's been a bit of a kind of a shift in the game. Opening 3 legs, everybody were broken. And then the number 2 is the second part of the game. It's everybody holds. So
Yeah.
twist and turns.
Carlson looking to
So animated as well. Like
Yeah.
every miss, he as you've seen, not a grimace, but more of a G'ing himself up there.
yeah, 100%. And at the moment, it's working. He's managing to find that 2 treble visits. Vernon's struggling a bit. He's going through a bit of a lull at the moment, but Carlson.
It looks to the skies, as to say.
Not the greatest second dart from him.
Yeah, it's the first. He's one of those first start kind of guys. When it's
Yeah.
first start, and he knows that he should be capitalizing on that. So top players like that. 100 at that point is not a good score.
Yeah.
He needs to be 140,
Because they fancy it after the first dart.
100%. And he'll
And look at that first dart once again.
absolute plum center, and he drops
And
it
he's
in.
zooming in. Oh,
It's
bit of a
massive.
nervous last dart there. He's unlucky though.
Magic. It is absolutely magical. Vernon Bauer just falling short at the bottom of his intended target.
Great switch there. Last dart. Carlson on for 12 dart here. He's on 121 after 9.
Ooh, he'll go treble 11. Oh, he
No,
goes
he won't.
25. For
Double 18.
he's not had any fun on this.
Ooh.
Double 18, even though he goes for it so often, has not been a favored one for him today.
Yeah, it doesn't. But he's resilient, and he's been going for it all the time, because I feel like that's what he's been doing in practice, and he's just been sticking to his guns and just going for it. I was a bit surprised with that one though. That was a big leg. Big darts.
It's an opportunity for Vernon Bowers to now nail a ton plus finish, but this would be a ton plus finish that he needs to hold to keep the grip in the
Gonna
game.
get darts.
He loves this. He needs the double 10, not to pull it in the inside.
Oh. That's a bit unlucky there.
Cameron's been here before, and he's hit the double 2 before, but I feel as though the way in which he's pushing the dart.
I feel like he could hit it first start. Oh,
In the madhouse. He's been here before. He's done it before. Will he do it again?
third time. He's looking to do the hat trick here. More ways than one.
Composed. Double 5 is not a favorite double for all, but will he go straight ahead or will he split it?
That's it.
Splitting is not an option for Vernon Bowers as he goes straight ahead and holds throw and keeps and maintains a two-leg lead.
And that was a big leg there. Just a lot and lots of missed darts there from Carolison.
But do you think that him persisting with the 36, that's cost him another leg?
Yeah.
Missing,
I think so.
Missing the double 18, missing the double 9. But the treble bed gets punished as if it was the treble bed that made him miss. So he's so upset. I think that his board management should be a bit more. Just step away from the 36. Make sure that you stay on 32, and you'll win the leg.
Yeah. He's been forcing it a bit too much on the 36. I feel maybe a step back will help with that. Whatever.
Or just not leave it. Not leave it. The option there was not to leave it because
he had the option. He
100%.
literally had the option. You could have gone treble 11.
Yeah.
Double 14.
Correct. And then you would have had the option of whether he's going to go 10 or 18 or all of those things. But he chose to go for 25. Risky. Very risky. Vernon now would feel comfortable, even though Cami's playing really well.
Yeah.
Just not converting. And like we said earlier on, Vernon's outer ring has been phenomenal in that. And I think that the amount of opportunities Cami has been presenting his opponents, Vernon's going to be the one that's going to punish him for that.
Yeah. And Vernon also managing to score much better now in this leg. Carolison on a bogey at the moment, but Vernon Bowers on 164. Closable for him.
It's a magical moment. But the question is, does he go 2 treble 19s or does he go treble 20 54? Cameron here just looking to set it up on a 41, leaving him 124. Cameron can put him, if he misses, he can put him under so much pressure and another break of throw. It's a good dart, that. Oh, he ups board management. Look at this. Impressive from Vernon.
It's definitely great board management there.
Cameron needs the ton plus checkout to stay in this final, or
that's a great first start there.
Could
64 required.
Could find himself 3 legs behind.
Single 14.
No, he
Treble
gets the
14.
treble for the double 11. Big darts incoming.
The step back's going to help him, I think. Oh.
Another missed opportunity. Cameron Carolison steps up now. I mean, Vernon Bauer steps up for the 76.
Could he be made to pay? Yeah. Darting coming here.
Ooh. Uncharacteristic of Vernon to miss.
That's a great first start there. You'd have fancied it after that. First start in the treble 20. Ooh. Is that 9?
He's been by double 1 before, but he's got 2 darts. So the first dart won't be one that he goes attacks immediately. He'll want to leave it on top of the double 1 so that he can use that as a guide. Wouldn't do that.
If I was watching this game on Darts Connect, I would think Cameron Carolison is leaving this double 1 on purpose. Because he's been eating it. He's unfortunate with that one, but he's been eating double 1s like better than he's been eating double 18s.
Both players going to double 1 now. The thing with the double 1, my dad always used to say, if you've got 2 darts in your hand or more, throw the first one on top and use that as a guide.
Yeah.
You should not ever go for double 1 with if you got a first dart and go inside. Cameron needs the double 4. Another missed opportunity. How many opportunities is he going to give Vernon today?
Countless and countless missed chances there from both players. Who's going to be the one to take the lead here? Takes the leg. Oh, he's unlucky there, Vernon.
Wrong bed. We've seen this happen with Graham Fobby and
Both players passing the score there.
Cameron Caris before on stage as well.
21 darts thrown. This is uncharacteristic.
Especially of the final, and we knew that was going to happen at some point for Cameron, but not more for Vernon. But let's look now. Step back, 2 darts in hand, 1 over the top. That's the one, and then the next one lands in the middle.
And
exactly like that.
as you called it. Spoke it into reality, Devin. What a leg there. 24 darts.
I think it's a leg that nobody wants to watch again of the two players, but definitely Vernon would be kicking himself not stealing that leg from Cameron, and that would have given him a 3-leg lead and comfortable lead in this final. That's first to 8. But can he bounce back?
$95 there from Carolison. Finding the tables. Vernon Bowers just pitching it a bit low now. Using too much over the shoulder, I think, at the moment. Could be fatigue, could be nerves, could be a bit of tension.
It could be the 12,000 rand that they're playing for, because it's a nice little bonus, especially.
It definitely is.
Cameron
Another maximum to the bag.
filling the bed as he wants to fill the bank.
Okay, Rolison's definitely been filling the bank thus far.
Yeah, on his 3rd final now. I think him winning this one would put him out of touch, and surely the grand final, as he goes almost back to back.
Oh. Commentator's curse there. After 9 darts, he's on 86, with Vernon Bowers on with 200 points difference. 286 after 9 darts for Vernon Bowers.
And the crazy thing about darts is the impact that where Vernon was missing them doubles before this, it would have put him further back. And he finishes on his favored 11 darter as well. But just look at this, though. Vernon could have been 3 legs ahead. Now he finds him level pegging, and it's Cameron's build. So we're halfway at the halfway point. Cammy's now got the spark. Does that change the outcome of the game completely?
At the moment, is looking very likely. Carlson with a... feel like he's got a step. Carlson finding the middle of that table 20 bed there. And that's the area he's wanting to be at. Brilliant from Carlson, yeah. And we mentioned this before. Once he finds it, the middle of the bed, he's gonna find a maximum or 2 table visits that's guaranteed with Carlson. And we're seeing it now in the final when it counts.
Hey.
Definitely showing the BMT there. Big match temperament.
Players like Cameron, finding the first dart is so important, and we've seen it in back-to-back legs now where he's kicked off with a ton 40.
Good to see a big one, yeah.
Oh, you'd have fancied that. But it sets it up. Vernon Bowers nowhere close. He needs to find a big score here. He's been laying low under the treble 20. He might just feel like this game is getting away from him. But it's not really the case, simply because we're just back on throw.
Yeah.
It's been such a topsy-turvy match. Nobody able to control it. And Vernon now, 150. Another ton plus checkup.
Could he go 19s, treble 19s? That's looking the likely way. He needs another one. Oh, he's unlucky there. If he found the treble 19, that double 18 he would have fancied for sure.
Cameron to go into the lead for the first time in the match.
8 required. His doubling's letting him down at the moment. Last dart in hand. Big dart. 5 for the score. Big dart there. Big double. For Cameron Corrales, and he takes a 5-4 lead. And a hold of throw.
And just like that, in an instant, we are 5-4. Cameron Corrales. Vandenbouw was slipping up midway through the game. And he could have been 5-2 up. Now finds himself 5-4 down. Both players playing really well. But Cameron, in the last 4 legs, has just sparked. And now, getting that first start, like we know, in his first game in the last 16, he was not finding that first start. And as his confidence grew over the day, in the final now, we're seeing the best form of Cameron Corrales. Absolute superstar. You'll expect to throw another one in there, and he does. It's fireworks, ladies and gentlemen. Fantastic darts by both players. Cameron Corrales, yeah, playing for his #1 spot. And also a three-peat, making history in our very short-lived ACT so far. He's won 2 events, and he's only entered 2. This is his 3rd one, so he's definitely looking for the three-peat, and if he does that today, I think that he'll be guaranteed the #1 spot, which will mean that he wins a opportunity to be in the World Cup in 2024, as well as a sponsorship by Condor for the year. The ACTs and ADG, making dreams come true and creating the future we want to see. Welcome back, Dean.
Just a little bathroom back there. So a quick one.
Just hope
Back
you washed
in
your hands.
Oh, of course.
You just in time. Cameron, another 11 darter, the second one for the game. And this game now has absolutely flipped. Cammy now 5 in a row.
And it's just where that first dart is landing. That's the crucial part for Corrales. He managing to find the table 19s with a great switch, but the first dart, that's the big moments for him. That's why he's scoring 11 back-to-back 11 darters here.
Cameron Corrales will be sponsored by Condor as well. And they are sponsoring the ACTs for 2023. Fantastic product. Used by many of the top pros. Cameron normally playing with a black one, full black, but this time for the ACT in Cape Town, he's gone for a nice little orange tinge. There's the nod from Vernon. It's returned.
And it's serving him well. The Condor flights, it's definitely serving him well. I'm seeing the scoring, the grouping. Right, grouping there, just unlucky that the second dart just ricocheted into the treble 1 there.
Beautiful word there, Dean. I love the ricochet of the barrel. And good evening also to everybody in the chat. We've got Keith Williamson, Ruan Hanekom, a friend of mine from very long ago. We've got Lendl as well from Oracle, also a sponsor to the African Darts Group, and everybody else. Keith, Yannick, and everybody. Welcome to the ADG ACT number 4. Oh, Cameron Corrales and missing his favored 32, Dean.
He's unlucky there with a rush dart, actually. But Vernon Bauer's not traveling too much at the moment. But a great last start for board management there. He leaves himself on the finish. Rushing a bit there on the doubles. Just needs to step back. And he does so. Just to try and close out this double 4. And it's worked in his favor. One leg away from becoming a back-to-back-to-back.
It's like the Springboks, just as book to book
Yeah.
to book. Cammy's really been impressive in this game. I mean,
Yeah.
Vernon threw the kitchen sink at him in the beginning. Vernon had an opportunity to go 5-2 up, slipped it. Since then, Cammy just said, I'm coming for you and I'm taking what's mine. We have seen 11 darters, we've seen 180s, 140s, we've seen magical finishing. Cammy's just literally stepped it up, and that just shows you the classy operator. Is this another maximum? Oh,
I would have fancied that after the first start there.
and that's what he's been getting. It's starting and putting on the pressure from the first leg on,
Yeah.
from the first stroke, finding a 2 treble, and that puts the opponent on the back foot immediately. Vernon then has to respond and making him stretch, snatch, and all of those things. Cameron in a comfortable position. First to 8 legs. Will Cameron be a 3-peat winner of the ACTs?
At the moment, it's looking very likely. Three legs of difference. Carlson still scoring. He's looking to switch here. Treble 19s. Scores 99. Still leading in this leg
262 points.
after 6 starts.
I think that Cameron can close that in 6 starts. But Vernon Bowers just making sure that you don't forget about him.
Yeah.
Making sure that he's on the dance floor, hearing the music.
Yeah, Vernon's looking to hold through here. So he's looking to stay in this match.
Cameron needs great board management here. He needs a treble 18 to leave a 170 and at least give him a
Looking to get
shot.
that 92. Doesn't
Just
manage to do that.
206, 9 darts thrown, both players. It's now a shootout for 6 darts. Cameron can win it from here. Vernon can hold on.
A great last start there from Vernon.
Magical last dart.
What does Carlson do here?
I think he throws a 174 and leaves his favorite 32 in.
After that second dart. That's a great setup. Down 40. He's going to get match darts if Vernon doesn't close this out here. Starts off with the 19s. He's going to need a treble. Oh, and he won't get it. Which way does Carlson go here? 66 required.
He'll go bullseye. He'll stay away from the 36. 54. So that leaves 48. And for ACT number 4, Cameron Carlson on his favorite 32.
Ooh.
Didn't fancy the build-up. He did not fancy the build-up, Dean.
Vernon Bowers here. Looking to hold throw and keep this game going, and he does. He does so by closing out the favorite. Doubled 16 there. 2 legs in it. A break of throw here could change the game. We could see us go to the final leg here. With a back-to-back break and hold. But the way Cameron Carlson starting this leg off, it's going to be a hard one. Vernon Bauer's going to have to give his all here. And I need a 2 treble visit there, and he gets it.
Vernon Bowers creating a fight back does not want to give up this game that easily. A game that he was comfortably leading, and Cameron Carolison just turned on the turbos and just moved away. But Cameron doing the basics properly all the time in the back end. But can Vernon find another one? It's maximum time, Dean. It's maximum
Still in this
time.
game, Izzy Vernon. We told you guys you were going to be in for a spectacle, and in for a spectacle you are. The amount of action in this final.
It's
Been absolutely
another
brilliant.
180 back-to-back, Dean.
Could we see it? Yes, we can. Absolutely brilliant from both players here. If you don't love this display, I don't know. I don't know what more you can ask for. Oof. Could we see another 11 darter here? 81 required.
'81 is the number that Cameron needs to lift the third trophy. He's going to have to go for bull. He's going to have to finish on the bull.
Match starting coming here. He's going to get a shot at bull. Can he close it out? Yes, he can. Cameron Carolison does the 3-peat. He's the champion of the African Continental Tour. 3 times a champion. Come with it.
And that's how you finish the final, ladies and gentlemen. Cameron Carolison, champion on the ACT 2, 3, and ACT 4. What a champion. Vernon Bowers played fantastically well today. Definitely one of the top performers of the day. But Cameron Carolison just stole his cake at the last and just ate it himself. Tomorrow we have the grand final. But Cameron Carolison ranked as #1 ACT player on the official African Order of Merit. Tomorrow grand final. And Saturday we'll have the final of the grand final. But make sure you tune in. We start tomorrow at 12 p.m. It's going to be absolutely fantastic. We have the likes of Simon Adams. We have Grant Sampson, Charles Losberg, Graham Fulby, Vernon Bowers, as well as the champ himself, 3-peat ACT winner, Cameron Carolison.
Brilliant, brilliant stuff. Brilliant thoughts of display. Thank you once again to Devin Peterson for joining me in commentary. And thank you guys for tuning in. The brilliant, brilliant thoughts. And we're not done. We've got the grand finals this weekend, tomorrow and Sunday. Stay tuned. We are back here at Goodwood Sports Club. Pop in, say hi. And amazing to see you guys. And thank you and good night. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm here with the runner-up of today's final. I've got with me Vernon Bowers, a runner-up in that final against Cameron Carlson. You played brilliant darts. Talk to me about how you felt that final went.
Oh, the final leg. It was a tough leg. I knew I had to push on. I pumped. I tried to put pressure on him. But Cam is a brilliant player. He's one of my closest buddies. One of my best sparring partners. And I would also say one of my prodigies because we come a long way. We've trained together. We've worked together. And I knew I need to pump because I know what he's capable of. And I did what I did, but this 180 just scared me there.
Yeah.
But it was a good game.
We've seen some brilliant finishing from you throughout your games on the stream, most particularly. Talk to me about that composure during that big finishing, and what you're doing on the practice board.
I don't really practice big scoring. I try
Yeah.
and practice more fluency and technique and getting a straight arm.
Okay.
I don't do big scoring doubles. As long as I can hit my dart straight, that's what I do. What I have learned over this past ACTs, I learned a lot about myself. I
Yeah.
get very aggravated, I get angry, not at players, not at people, at myself, because I know what I'm good at, I know what I can do.
Yeah.
And when I miss, I get upset. Because I know you weren't supposed to miss.
Yeah.
But I learned from it. I grew from it and it made me a better person. And also, when it comes to big scoring, when I hit it first dot, it's pausing, breathing, next dot, pause, breathe, next dot, and that's all I do. One dot at a time.
Brilliant. There's people that were asking on stream about your nod. So every time you do a nod, every time you don't hit the table, so what does that come down to? Where's that come from? Where does that stem from?
That is a bad habit I picked up now recently. I'm not going to lie to you, it's a bad habit I picked up over the past 2 ACTs.
Yeah.
Because, like I say, I'm not really focused on the overall 501 or the overall game. I play a dart at a time. So when I walk up to the hockey, I'm pulling my arm, I'm aiming, and I follow through.
Yeah.
And when I don't hit, like I said, I used to get upset.
Yeah.
But I learned to tolerate it and I learned to work with it and I used it in an acceptance point of view because I know, okay, no, your daughter's gone, there's nothing you can do about it.
Yeah.
That is what I do so that I can carry on and I can pump with my next dot. Because the moment I get too attached to that dot that miss, I get despondent and then that's when my game changes.
Got you. We just want to wish you all the best for the finals tomorrow and Sunday. Because we know now you qualified, you're in the top 5 players. We just want to wish you all the best and congrats on reaching this final. Well done, Vernon.
Thanks so much, but thanks a lot.
And there we have it, Vernon Bowers for you, ladies and gentlemen. Next up, we have the winner, the 3-peat winner, Cameron Carlson to my left here. Cameron, talk to me about that final. Talk to me about how you're feeling.
Thank you, Dean. It feels great. It's like I always tell you, when the start of the tournament and I see you guys setting up, I always say, Dean, I want to speak to you. That's my goal, and I'm here. But I enjoyed the final. The build up to the final was tough for me, especially my first knockout game. Being up here, playing against, Uncle Simon, the nerves got the better of me, to be honest. I don't know what happened. I had to do what I had to do to get through it. I'm just happy that I was the victor of that game. It was that victory that led to this big one for me, to get 3 in a row. I'm just happy and I'm just grateful that I can have this interview with you and once again be the champion.
Yeah, that game was massive for you. We saw you show fight and grit in that game. So that was a brilliant display. Another thing I want to talk about is what are your goals for this weekend? The weekend's not done. It's just the beginning. We're off to the final stages now. Now we're off to the finals. There's more prize money up for grabs. What do you want from this weekend?
I think going into the grand finale, obviously not just myself, but most of us, we want to end of this weekend on a high.
Yeah.
I think the biggest advantage for me, being the number 1 seed, going now into the grand finale, you know, I get the number 32 seed. Doesn't matter who it is.
Yeah.
Not to say that that's going to be an easy game for me. It's just a case of, you know, don't underestimate who I'm going to get. I don't even know who I'm going to play, but I think the ultimate goal is just get over that last 32 hurdle. They're speaking of live streaming the last 16.
Yeah.
Get onto the stage as soon as possible. They're looking to stream all the games, like they said. So
Yeah.
if that's the case, I got time to pace myself, prepare myself properly for that last 16 round, and just basically take it from there. So now it's a case of going back home, getting as much rest as I can, and I think just focus on that last 32 game, getting over that first knockout round, and then just basically take it from there, like I normally do in all the other knockout rounds.
No, that's brilliant. We just want to say a massive congratulations
Thank
on
you.
3 wins, back-to-back wins. You've played brilliant darts, especially in this final, and we're looking to see more of you throughout the weekend. So massive congrats and good luck for the finals, ACT finals.
Thank you, Dean. I
Yes.
appreciate it.
Cheers, man.
Cheers, man.
And there we have it, folks. We've got Cameron Carolison, the winner of African Continental Tour number 4 in Cape Town. Stay tuned. This weekend we've got African Continental Tour finals with the top 32 seed players all playing here and getting up for a spot in that final on Sunday. So that's it, folks. And we'll see you tomorrow at 12. See you soon.
So I told him Kimberly was a bit shitty, you know. So